Trust in the media, the mainstream mass media, has fallen to a new low of 28% in the United States. Republicans' confidence in mass media is down to 8%. Americans' confidence in mass media from Gallup here has edged down to a new low with just 28% expressing a great deal or fair amount of trust in newspapers, television, and radio to report the news fully, accurately, and fairly. This is down from 31% last year and 40% 5 years ago. Meanwhile, 7 in 10 U.S. adults now say they have not very much confidence or none at all. The mainstream media is suffering major losses in credibility. And that is because the mainstream media has relied on doing none of their jobs, none of their mission to report the truth, and they have pivoted to become a propaganda network in operation for the Democrat Party. Think about the endless hoaxes that have been debunked over the years just about Donald Trump himself, let alone supporters, viruses, vaccines, mask mandates, etc. Don't even worry about that right now. Just think about the hoaxes that surrounded Donald Trump that were completely and totally propped up by the mainstream media. The very fine people hoax. Remember when they said that Donald Trump called neo-Nazis and white supremacists very fine people? Never happened. He actually condemned neo-Nazis and white supremacists. It took 10 years to debunk that. The suckers and losers hoax. Donald Trump called veterans suckers and losers. Never happened. And that was repeatedly by people close to the situation, not resorting on hearsay, saying he never said that. The Russia hoax. Once again, Donald Trump never colluded with the Russian government to try and steal the 2016 election. And so on and so forth. Remember last year, 2024, the bloodbath hoax? Donald Trump said there would be a bloodbath in the auto industry if he did not win the 2024 presidential election. The media made that out to be a call to violence. Donald Trump is promising blood in the streets. He never said that. But the mainstream media is losing its influence because the mainstream media has lost its credibility. The mainstream media does not have the power that it had 10 years ago. The mainstream media does not have the reach that it had 10 years ago. Like many people who have turned off the mainstream media, maybe they haven't even replaced it. Maybe they used to watch CNN. Maybe they haven't replaced it with one source. But information is always available at our fingertips these days. You don't have to wait until 5 o'clock to find out what happened today. You can create an account on X and find out what's going on right now. You don't have to wait for the 5 p.m. news locally or nationally to see the biggest story that developed throughout the course of the workday. You could follow 1, 2, 3, or a handful of independent journalists and content creators, hear about those issues, and hear fresh opinions that aren't bound by what can and can't be said under the guard and the watchful eye of a mainstream media network that is operating as a propaganda arm for the DNC. Information and the way it is spread has been decentralized. People have left the mainstream media. It is an antiquated model. It is a model that has lost credibility. It is a model that has lost trust. And thankfully, it is a model that has lost influence.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.